So I wanted to come on here quick and make a quick little video kind of explaining and showing the difference between a vintage lens and an EF slash photography lens. Basically, the lenses that we are using here are a vintage 28mm 2.8 and an EF 28mm 1.8. But basically, I'm shooting both shots with each lens at a 2.8 aperture just so we can get the basic look from both lenses, just because the vintage lens only goes to a 2.8. It kind of wouldn't make sense free shot with a 2.8 and a 1.8. So all these shots are shot at a 2.8 aperture, shutter 1/50 and ISO 400 for most of the shots. And I'm basically just applying a basic LUT that you get directly with the Pocket 6K. So there's no crazy color grading going on. I'm just simply applying the LUT that is built in the camera and not even adjusting the ISO. So basically shooting as is directly from the camera and adding it into the timeline. Basically, as I was saying, everything that was shot directly from the camera directly onto the computer. And now these shots were shot in the 6K widescreen format. And so yeah, so basically these are the test shots that I was able to get with the vintage 28mm and EF 28mm 1.8. Now you can see a big difference in the vintage lens versus the EF bracket photography lens. The blacks are a lot crushed in the EF 28mm compared to the vintage lens. It all comes down to what kind of look you like. So basically the EF 28mm, it's a lot sharper and the contrast colors are a little up there. The vintage colors are the vintage lens is a lot softer, less sharper digital look, which will give you a more film look in my opinion. Me personally, I like that look a little bit over the digital look, but I mean, you can always get this look in post-production as well. But yeah, so, and I think you basically get this look just because it's obviously an older lens and the amount of blades or glass that are inside this lens as well. Now if you can take a look here, you can see the blacks are a lot crushed in the EF compared to the vintage.